Welcome to Strength in Gaming. Why so serious? This is going to be our horror video game music episode. I've been looking forward to this for a while. I fucking love music. I fucking love horror. I think all of us on this episode currently can say the same. Yes, I am speaking for you. But today I am joined with Salvador Madrigal.
See, Betsy.
Ahoy, hoy.
You're my Juliet to my Romeo.
Wrong Mexican, Eddie.
Yeah.
Ahoy, hoy.
and
Ahoy, hoy.
and Eddie Vargas is here.
I already said my ahoy, hoy. Move on.
And Devin motherfucking Steele has returned as our resident horror expert for this lovely episode because let's face it, he's got to inject a lot of that horror into us.
Guess who's back? Back again.
Devin's back.
Tell
your
some
mom.
men.
Tell some men. That works better.
What? Where am I? What's happening?
Classic.
Fucking confused.
Alrighty. So first of all, we're gonna get started with some news, and we have a little bit of news for this episode, but then after that, we're gonna get straight into some music. So Sal, why don't you get us started off with the news?
Music.
So Sal, what do we have for the news today?
Fingering. I actually don't know. What are we doing?
This is a JoJo reference, by the way. Yes,
That's
it is
what
a
I was
JoJo
trying
reference.
to say. God damn it.
Is that a JoJo reference?
Mo's gonna be like, "Fuck, is that a JoJo reference?" Because
Yes, it is a JoJo reference.
He still watches us in his basement that doesn't exist.
Let's start it off with a happy note. Randy Pitchford has left Gearbox. He's no longer
Really?
the CFO.
Was it the porn? Did they find something very illegal in the porn that he left on the USB drive?
On the USB.
I'm thinking he's duck diving and dodging lawsuits.
Duck diving?
Probably.
Is he duck
Yeah.
dynastying too?
Duck diving, dodging, and diving. Ducking.
The
I gotta say,
3Ds?
Dawkins.
For people with visual, the fucking filter Sal has on right now, the eyes are just too much. when he starts freaking out, the eyes are like, oh.
And for the first time ever, I have a filter on. No, it's
For
just
the
my
first
face.
time ever, you're not
You know,
ugly.
I don't know about all that, dude. I think this accentuates
Yuck.
it. My wrinkles add to its wrinkles, and I look more like Captain Spaulding than the Joker.
Yeah, I think the shareholders told him you're gonna have to leave.
These transitions.
You looked more like Bilbo in Fellowship of the Ring when he sees the ring again. He does like the whole like face. That's what you got going on.
Gollum face.
Look
Bilbo
like-
Gollum face.
You look like Dildo from Three Rings.
No, I'm also kind of look like a floating head. Holy shit. I'm just a floating head.
Hey, good little neck.
Spooky.
So, anyways, he's gone. He's out.
Randy Pitchford is done.
He,
There you go.
I'm thinking
Good
the
riddance.
Borderlands
Pitchfork.
movie is in a bomb
Pitchfork is
bad,
done.
and he's at
Wait,
fault.
bombad means good, right?
Bombard General. It's gonna explode in a flurry of diarrhea.
Like most video game.
What are you talking
Movies.
about? Mario Brothers was a masterpiece that is underappreciated in its time.
But the new one's gonna be better, right?
And the new one is gonna have what's his name? Chris Pratt?
Chris
Chris
Pratt as
Pratt.
Mario.
Mario, which is not as gonna be stereotypical Mario, right? He's might not
Is
be
Chris
it's
Pratt
me,
Italian accent?
Mario. He's gonna be
Is he Italian?
he
Yeah.
better be if he's gonna be doing an Italian accent. At least that's one
I
degree
was
of
gonna cry
separation.
cultural
Right?
appropriation, but
Yeah,
I
at
think
least
we're
it's
okay.
one
Uh-huh.
degree of separation from racism, right? It's not as
Kinda.
bad. It's not as bad if it's a person
Kinda
that's
not.
an actual race or ethnicity doing it, but it's still bad.
My
So that was
own
a happy
filter's
one.
creeping me out.
So that new Gearbox president coming in, and hopefully he doesn't do cringe fucking songs on at E3 or anything. Jesus. What else do we got? Oh, some more great Twitch news. So you know how
there's ever a lack of it.
Twitch was
Twitch.
very breached. Like they
It was very breached.
They used the devil's loop to breach them, dude.
All the breaches.
All the breach, dude.
So what Sal's talking about is Twitch is not only did the like information get leaked, but their source code was leaked in this hack. I'm gonna quote unquote because Occam's razor I think would lead me to believe it was someone that was working there that was distraught because in a situation like that where you lose all that stuff.
The level of that they had access
of access required
was like
mean you were an employee.
CEO level
at
type
least
of access, right? You were up.
Well, no. Developers have what you would call CEO access. That developers have more access than a CEO would to any application, because developers have to build the fucking application. So we have to be able to interface with everything to test whether the security works or not. So I would bet that it wasn't Russians hacking them or whatever. I think it was someone inside, just
an inside job.
It was,
it was an inside job. Money or anger or both or sweaty nerds.
That was not getting listened to.
But that's important to note because there's been kind of like conflicting stories that I've seen so far of like, should you change your password? Does it not matter? Because personal information has not been leaked as far as like individual users, but the fact that it's been the source code means that they could access that shit in the future potentially if they don't pass the hole.
They could, and also they could make their own Twitch. They'll call it Twatch, and it will debut in China in 2025. But
that's very squatchy.
But also speaking to what you should do,
I think the Canadians are going to steal it.
If you don't already have multi-factor or two-factor authentication, you should set up two-factor authentication. It's one of the most important things. It makes it nearly impossible. It's really hard to hack somebody with two-factor authentication unless they've stolen your phone, mate. Unless they've stolen your phone
and your finger
or whatever device you use for the second authentication. Also, then they can't get into your shit. But as far as changing your password is concerned, yes, but I wouldn't rush and do it now because they might still be in there.
At the very least, do two-factor authentication.
Yeah, two-factor. And if you already have two-factor, you shouldn't have to worry too much about it.
Yeah.
Depending on when this airs, I'd say like give it a week or two, then change your password.
So when you're listening to this episode, pause it and go do it.
Do it now.
And then afterwards, make me a sandwich.
We're in the future and in the past.
Sandwich.
But also with the two-factor and God damn it, what was I gonna say? Motherfucker.
Oh, senior moment.
Yes. Two-factor and head no worky and no processing anymore.
The passwords of the things and the stuff. I'm having a stroke.
Stuff and things.
No, but yeah, you should change your password. I should actually update your passwords, regularly. Monthly or year, at the very least yearly.
That's hard.
It is hard, but if you use like the Google password thing, it's a little bit easier where you suggest the password and save it that way. That's better because you'll never forget it and people can't access that without your like main password and stuff.
Oh yeah, you won't remember it. So
you won't remember. No, you won't remember
how complicated Google makes the passwords, but you'll have it on your phone.
But what I was going to say earlier when I had a senior moment was that it also depends when we're talking to the Twitch people, like streamers. Let's go to streamers. People like us, no one's going to give a shit about. But the higher you go up the chain, the people that are making millions of dollars, they're more likely to be targeted for a hack.
Well, specifically for this hack, a lot of them had their like
how much they make
leaked. Like, yeah, whatever.
Exactly.
They make
Well,
on
that's what I'm.
Twitch.
So that's what I mean. Like, it affects them a lot because of that, and also because they might target them further. Because that was akin to doxing, right? Like, it's very close to doxing somebody. Not as much information, right?
Yeah, you gave them the opportunity to say, "Hey, that guy might be worth hacking." If
yes,
he's bringing in $736,000
and to Sal's point there, that's going to bring other hackers beyond the ones that did it, right? That's debate, right? So now all these hackers are going to start trying to hack these higher people that are higher up in the Twitch streaming community. So
and that's also kind of back to the base point of like a lot of individual users didn't have their shit hacked, but the source code's out. So then when these like next waves of hackers come out and the source code's available, it's like, well, even if you're a smaller streamer, like they can access that shit at this point because everything's out there.
They can. But I guess what I'm saying is like, if you as a damn it. If you as I'm going to ignore that. If you as a like a streamer that nobody knows two-factors your stuff and has a secure password set up, you shouldn't have to fucking worry. But those people at the top should still worry, even if they've done that stuff, because other things can happen. Because you can brute force anything. It's just a matter of effort and time, right? So I'm not worth hacking because I don't make anything on Twitch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, your juice isn't worth the squeeze.
Wait,
yes,
Sam,
that way.
you have a Twitch?
The more you know.
I want to know how I got these scars.
Bullies. I call them otter pops. Those shits tear up.
God, it looked like I put it in my mouth. That was beautiful. The filter.
Those otter pops are fucking.
No, look, watch the filter.
I don't got a filter on mine.
It's like 3 inches away from my face.
Now try that. Try a dildo. See how that
looks. Ship me one.
Oh, let me go get one. I gotta clean it off.
They're being freshly laundered right now.
Oh,
God damn it!
I think we drank and smoked too much before we started the show.
Or did we?
Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun.
Next.
Cut my lip a little.
You cut your lip?
Overcommitted.
No, he's bleeding.
Well,
it's okay. I have medicine.
Jack Daniels. Or wait, is that Evan Williams?
Good to go.
It's one of those.
It's the healing power of whiskey, I tells you.
Yeah. Dude, I would
imagine that would sting.
Every time I get like a tickle in my throat or a cough or whatever, a hot toddy goes down real nice.
What about a
toddy goes down real nice?
You said
what about
Cleveland steamer? Cleveland steamer will keep you warm through the winter.
The thing about a hot toddy is it's a lot of unnecessary ingredients. There's only one ingredient that you need.
Ingredient.
Just one.
Pronounce it correctly. Ingredient.
What about a chili dog?
God damn it. Did we actually have more news?
We have a lot more, actually.
We have a chili dog.
Let's get through some
for one, I could tell you that Sony is working on some new Horotec applications.
Some new Horotec? Is that like sex robots?
Well, I mean, it could be used for that later, but Sony doesn't mean it for that. No, they're trying to tap into
Horotec?
How to remove controllers from the equation as much as possible and incorporate...
From sex bots?
From horror games, motherfucker. and just incorporate as much like
Whores.
bodily input. Like they want to emphasize, like with VR already, you have cameras set up, and they're recording your reactions to shit. Sony wants to like amplify that and like, okay, but let's also measure your heart rate. Let's measure like your facial expressions. Let's
Sword Art Online.
Let's really understand like how severely you're reacting to the stimuli, and then up it to match. So like you could be playing a horror game and you're like, this ain't shit, and then Sony will go, okay, let's ramp the shit up to 100, and then just fuck you up.
That would be beautiful.
But the scary part of it, of course, is like to do that they have to record your surroundings.
Yeah, there's
and
all
everything
sorts of
about
privacy
you.
issues.
Yeah, it's real creepy.
Well, it's already creepy enough.
It.
It's already creepy enough that you have this phone because it listens to everything you say. It records me taking a shit in the morning watching Instagram. You know, like the FBI is watching me take a dump. Like, and they're listening too.
More
right?
than the rest of us.
They can hear my bidet going.
He's like, he shouldn't have had those tacos last night. He's regretting that. I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
Hey, my shit don't stink because of that fucking Robo Toilet. Holy crap! It's amazing. No, I'm serious. You can't smell your shit no more, dude. The filter, it filters it out, and you can't smell anything.
What?
So the next time you take a dump in a public place, you're like, oh god, what is that smell?
I was gonna bring on early onset
courtesy flush.
air pollution, dude, because of all the filters you're gonna go through. Sam will probably like burn 3 of them in one.
It's literally just a little tiny charcoal filter. It's like this big.
And like next week, charcoal fucking. We're not gonna have enough. We're in a charcoal recession.
Pooping over almost 40.
So additional news: the PS3 and Vita stores
I want my shit to stink though. I want you to know that I'm fucking next door, dude.
He wants to assert dominance.
That's what I do, dude. Whenever I show up to somebody's place, I'll blow up their porcelain just to let them know that I'm there, dude. It's like, why did you invite me?
Exactly. You got to leave your mark.
You got to deal with it.
My hysterical laughter is very creepy with this face, and I fucking love it.
Like, Rodney better watch out. All I'm saying, man. I'm gonna pull out a hit on his bidet. I'm gonna call for jihad on his toilet.
Devin's so annoyed.
Jihad and toilets is what I do best in life.
My face hurts.
Everything's going so wild. I'm trying to be the guy that like reins it back in a little.
Try.
No,
and try as you may.
Failure.
That's usually
try as you may.
I'm out of it right now.
I don't think anybody
has
been able to do that.
Just to compare, Sal just taking a fat shit in the toilet is Sony on PS3 and Vita users.
Oh, it's good transition. Good transition.
I tried so hard, man.
It was almost as good as Sal switching from my ass to PlayStation.
I can't even think straight, but I'm still trying to do it for
How much of the whiskey did you drink, man? You should have drank a fifth before we started the show.
You don't want to know, dude.
Over the PS.
I've drank with you before in Vegas, fucker. You brought back that right there. Okay, what's in the bottle?
Full.
What's in the bottle right now? That was when you came back from the bartender. That was how much was in my cup of Jameson. I'm not even joking.
Yeah, but
he probably asked for like a double, and they gave him like 10 shots. There was like a half a bottle in each cup. I drank it.
Yeah, but one of us was puking that night, and one of us was not. So
I didn't puke that night.
Just got awkward. You know what that means? Everybody into the pile.
The turlet says otherwise.
Says it all.
Yeah. So
what's this about the Vita?
What? So true story. That's how he sounds when he's gagging on
news. So for PS3 and Vita, they won't accept debit or credit card payments anymore. So they're functionally phasing that shit out.
Oh,
dumb.
Well,
is that because of a security issue, or
well,
no? It's because they want to push everyone to
buy the new stuff.
they want to push everyone to PS5, and PS4 is old enough. So if you're on 3 or Vita, like you're way too far behind. So they're phasing it out. But I mean, like if you have a gift card or like there's certain ways around it, you can like load
PlayStation
digital
Store gift card. That's right.
Yeah, you can load a digital gift card with your debit or credit card or whatever, and still work around it. But they're making it as hard as they can.
Your best bet now is mod your systems and just put
Or
them on your
breast
system
Brett.
and keep them there. Yeah.
Breast Brett.
Okay, time for a social survey
Yes, sir.
for any of us. Sora is in Smash.
He is. That was.
nobody
He was
anyone
the
care?
last. He was the last character.
What?
No.
Does anybody care?
When they didn't announce Waluigi, I don't ever want to.
Right. Yeah. Justice for Waluigi.
Wah!
No Waluigi, no peace.
Agreed.
Another sword character.
Yeah.
Peace was never an option, motherfucker.
It's probably just going to be a variation of Moon Knight, like every other sword characters.
But what I didn't think Sam would like, is that
Who dat?
Doomslayer was added as a Wii character.
Oh yeah. He's like an alternate costume.
Yeah,
Oh,
You got to
costume.
buy it.
one
75
of the Wii
cents.
costumes.
Thank
Yeah.
God.
You mean like the me? The
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. If you use like a Mii fighter,
No,
you
comrade.
have a
We.
Doomslayer
No,
costume.
Wii.
comrade.
No me Wii.
It looks pretty cool though. I gotta
Dude,
admit.
every time my camera goes blurry, the filter looks creepy as hell.
It just looks like you're having a seizure. Like,
Well, because my eyes blur out and my mouth blurs out, and it does kind of like it's great. I'm amused by it.
Okay, so next news is ladies.
And gentlemen,
Oh no, just gentlemen in this podcast.
said
Hey, Silent Hill be getting a reboot.
I
And
don't know
my
if I'm happy
response.
about that.
Wait.
Wait,
Shut the fuck up.
wait,
No, shut
wait,
up.
wait,
Shut up.
wait,
Shut up.
wait,
Shut the fuck up.
wait,
Shut the
wait,
fuck up.
wait,
Shut the fuck up.
wait,
Shut the fuck up. Shut the
wait.
fuck up. Stop.
All right,
Okay, here's the deal.
I'm gonna let you finish.
Here's my exact response to Silent Hill reboot news.
Yeah.
I'm already dead, motherfucker. Quit kicking me. Stop.
Stop kicking the dead
Stop.
horse. Stop kicking the dead horse.
Just stop. Unless there's anything official, I don't care. I don't want to hear it. I don't give a shit. If
Yeah.
there's something official, cool. But unofficial, like I'm done. Because this happens like every couple months of like,
Yeah.
hey, did you know PT's coming back?
Wait.
Did you know
oh,
Kojima
shit.
is still doing a Silent Hill? Like,
Is that a
just
JoJo
stop
reference?
it.
Yeah.
JoJo reference. Stop.
There's absolutely no way
it's unhealthy.
Kojima's gonna come back.
Stop it. Get some help.
Okay, Kojima could come back if
That
and
one.
only
Yeah.
if and only if
Mm.
Sony licensed the property
Mm.
from Konami to do their own
That
thing
might be possible.
and then
I guess.
hired Kojima to direct it, he would do it. But that's such a specific outcome that so many people want. It's like it's not likely to happen. It just could happen. Like a meteor could strike right now in the middle of the podcast. We could all die. Like it could happen.
That would be
Yeah, no.
amazing, by the way.
It's not,
Sony
it's not likely.
would have
Dinosaurs
to
all over
own
again.
the IP for Kojima to even want to come back and touch anything. So if
Well,
it
I
still
mean, they
has a
could rent
stink,
it.
if it still has a stink of Konami on it, he won't think he'll.
Yeah,
I
Probably.
mean, if Sony
vice versa.
borrowed it, if they licensed it
he drinks Konami tears.
and gave Kojima enough money, he would do it. But
I don't
yeah.
know, man. Those Japanese
It's-
are pretty vengeful.
It would have to be Norman
It's not
Reedus.
Grudges.
It would have to be Norman Reedus. I think they're like low key
Yeah,
best friends.
Norman would have to show up and be like, "Come on, do it, brother. Come on,
Daryl.
let's do it."
but
Can
really,
even
it's
have
like,
Myrtle show up too.
as a diehard Silent Hill fan, like from a long time, I just
Bitch, what are you, 20?
we ain't. Motherfucker, are you joking? I'm close to my mid-30s at this point.
I'm almost 40, bro. Shut up.
Just because you're old don't mean I'm young. But no,
It
just
does.
like
50.
as a Silent Hill fan forever, like they're not going to have a new game unless they can ensure massive fucking profits over and above what they make on Pachinko. As long as Pachinko performs, they don't give a shit. So it's not likely.
At this point, they're just sitting on IPs, hoping somebody wants them.
IP freely.
They're not going to do anything with them.
Nah, they don't care. They make enough money on what they have going on.
The Yakuza already supplements their
supplements.
business.
It is a great series, to be fair, but yeah. So also in news, Dragon Age 4 will be current gen exclusive.
Ugh.
Snooze.
Is it going to suck?
Because probably. I mean, given the fact that the last entry from BioWare was Mass Effect Andromeda,
Fuck
which
BioWare.
was fucking horrible.
Those fuckers owe me $60.
I think they owe a lot of people $60 and more.
I mean, it's
Andromeda was fucking terrible.
It's one of those things where BioWare was fucking just top of the game. It's actually very similar to Deadspace. You get a developer who's top of their fucking game. They're doing just amazing shit. Then EA buys them, and then it's just trash.
Yeah, they come in with their procedural shit and be like, yeah, it's gonna have to have this, it's gonna have to have that.
Yeah,
if we're even gonna touch it, which is all the marketing bullshit that they want to put in there, and then they ruin a game.
Because even Mass Effect 3 was not great at best. I mean, it was garbage when it came out. After all the fixes later on, it was okay, but not awesome. Then they came out with Andromeda, which was just fucking embarrassing on so many levels. Like, goddamn.
Did they ever fix it? Like, I have it in my Origin library and I haven't touched it.
Okay, so here's what they fixed. They fixed the janky animations, and they fixed some of the facial animations that were really like heavily characterized in critical media. So like the one lady at the very beginning who's like, "My face is tired." Like they fixed her face kind of, but it still is just so riddled with so many problems, and the writing is trash. And they approach it as, we're going to have at least a trilogy on this one storyline that we're not going to address or deal with. Like, it is just a fucking mess. So they address some of the technical problems, but it's still garbage, even with that.
I wonder if the person in charge of that was the same person in charge of the Star Wars movies, the ones that came out recently.
If not, they're related to
all
them.
over the place.
Or friends with them.
My cousin actually directed that. It's horrible.
Some in my eye.
It's called a booger. Get used
to it. So
Heather always says it's called your finger.
Yeah, so I definitely super hopeful for Dragon Age 4, but it is kind of like a particular kind of fuck you at this moment right now for it to come out as, by the way, if you don't have anything other than latest PS or Xbox hardware, bye. You know, it's kind of just like an added fuck you.
Yeah.
To an already kind of shitty situation.
You, sir, sound like we should cut you off. You sound like you've been drinking too much.
Well, I'm the only one putting the news forward, so you do what you got to do, motherfucker.
I didn't mean stop saying news. I just meant stop drinking.
And to that I say no.
Hey, listen, you ain't got to go home, but you can't stay here.
Where's here?
I don't know.
For me, here's home, so...
I don't know. I'm in a void. I'm a floating head.
Opinion.
I'm a floating head. I have no idea what's going on outside this. This is my window into the... Except for these blinking lights over here and that creepy... whatever that is, moon or aliens or something back there. I'm just in a void. It's been that way for some time.
Hey, Void Man. Would you like to tell us about New World?
Okay, so
running GPUs.
Here's the thing about that. Sal shared an article thing, a video from that guy. Okay,
you know the guy.
And in that video, it wasn't until somebody pointed out to me later that I realized that he didn't really present any evidence that new cards were being burnt out after the beta. It was all talk. So, but in the beta, for sure, it was confirmed that New World was burning out higher end GPUs. I believe it was specifically the
3090s.
3090s, but it was also a specific brand, right?
Yeah, the EVGA, I think.
Yeah, VGA, yeah, EVGA. And I think that was the confirmed side of things. But then this guy made a video about it happening later with some clips and stuff, and I don't know if I believe it. I'm just a little skeptical about that. But you know, it wouldn't hurt to, if you have one of those higher end cards.
Is that the one that I shared with Jay, whatever his name is?
Yes, I remember a J. We don't do research for this show. These are drunken ramblings, people.
I feel way more of like a
that's the one.
guide through the shit than I should be at this point.
So
he's like, this ain't my job, god damn it.
So he
was getting paid for this.
He was testing.
You're getting paid?
How much wattage the game itself pulled.
Yeah.
And it was spiking it above what the wattage is supposed to be pulling from the video card.
Yeah, the bottom line is
weird.
I believe both Amazon and like Steam or whatever have some responsibility, right? Over that kind of when that happens, because it's a
because people if you want that to stop, you have to change the settings yourself, right? And a lot of PC people have a PC just because they want to game on it, right? They're not there to be PC savvy or under voltage your video card or do this and that to
or overclock it or whatever.
It's complicated what you have to do to fix it, where it should be automatically already patched in, right? Or not
to fix it, i.e., prevent it from burning out your high-end video card that you just spent like $1,000 on,
that you can't fucking find anywhere.
Yeah, dude, my buddy from work got a 3090 just the other day.
Well, those high-end ones are still available. There's because scalpers don't buy those; they buy the cheaper versions and the mid range.
I didn't know that. I've been educated.
So yeah, if you want a 3090, you can find it. It's $1,500. Go for it.
Devin, is that a JoJo reference? No.
You need to stop that at the video and then put the to be continued on.
Okay, wait. Do you want to see the hat I wanted to wear?
Why didn't you wear? Oh, because of the headphones?
Because the headphones, it wouldn't work.
Okay.
Here we go.
Yeah, do it. Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Now say,
that'll do it.
Why can't I quit you?
Because I worked on a ranch.
I was gonna say I got some serious Indiana Jones vibes.
Yeah, I worked on a ranch during the summer, and I bought this hat for ranching. And now
I just wear my baseball cap on the ranch, man.
No, it looks like the what was that paleontology?
Oh, Dr. Grunt.
Yeah,
Dr. Grant.
Yeah, that's a Dr. Grant hat right there. Is what that is. Yeah,
that works.
Yeah. You terrorize little kids with the Velociraptor claws.
See, a Velociraptor wouldn't attack you.
You gave me Teddy Roosevelt vibes.
Teddy Roosevelt. Everybody's getting a different vibe.
Hey, I'll take that shit.
What did you envision with that hat?
Put a bullet in me and I'll still give a speech. Teddy vibes.
So he prefers Teddy vibes, I think. I think it's what
Teddy
he's saying.
Vibes.
I like Teddy vibes. I'm good for that.
I think that's why we got on.
Is that about wrap it up, B, or you get what's going on?
Yeah, wrap it up, B.
I think that about does it except.
Except me coming into you.
Who's vegan? Who's vegan?
Go vegan, bitches.
Who's vegan?
Now I'm done.
He has to. It's in his contract. If you're vegan, you have to state that you're vegan. That's how it works.
But you better be careful because you can lose your vegan power very easily.
Last time I was on,
he's got vegan superpowers.
Last time I was on, it became a thing where, like, if you're vegan, you just have to say it. So I had to, show it instead.
I'm vegan. Who's vegan?
We're all vegan.
We're all vegan.
I mean, Sam, you're like 80% vegan anyway. But
yeah.
Oh, he smokes a lot of carrots.
Close enough.
All right.
By the way, smoking carrots is vegan.
Yes, it is.
As long as you don't swallow.
Oh man, we have an amazing episode prepared for you guys. Please, if you're still listening, after we get back from this break, we're gonna fucking have. We shut up, Eddie.
Right, this is another break.
We're coming back after this break. Okay,
I'm ready for it.
When we come back after this break, you will hear some of our favorite horror video game musics, some of our least favorite, some of our favorite, just the stuff that touched us. Somewhere on the doll,
in the special place.
We'll tell you later in the episode where they touched us. But we'll be back. We'll be back.
I was expecting Sal to
after
say something.
This break.
It all started when I had that first shot of vodka. Before I knew it, I woke up soaked in gasoline, lying in a gutter somewhere. I decided to take out my cell and call Andy. The phone rang several times. Someone finally picked up.
Hello?
It was Kim's voice. But first we have to eat and we violated German law. We don't have the bad words. So Sam, German law. We violated German first.
Stop your playing. Shit. Your fucking Silent Hill tracks are goddamn haunted. I'm just gonna go from there.
Do it.
So this first track here, submitted by Devin. I'm not gonna remember all who submitted what by the time we're done with this show.
If it's mine, I'll tell you.
Yeah, it's true. Silent Hill, Not Tomorrow, the long version. And we're just gonna play a good chunk of the song. We're going to listen, and then we're just going to talk about it.
We're playing Not Tomorrow today?
Silent Hill, Not Tomorrow. Long
What about next week?
I will mute you, Sal.
Do it.
Fucking mic popped at the beginning. This is chill. it's kind of chill, man. It's kind of creepy. It's kind of 90s.
It's super chill.
Yeah, it was like super chill. I didn't get super.
I don't remember that song in Silent Hill.
No, so the reason that it's not actually even really scary, it's just from a horror game. But sometimes horror be sad though. That's from Silent Hill 1 specifically, which the soundtrack is pretty much just banging on metal pipes the whole time. Like, the Silent Hill 1 soundtrack is super fucking aggressive, and then there's a turn about halfway through the game when that song plays. That's just like an emotionally crippling sequence.
Okay, so
and then that just kicks on out of nowhere, and it's like, oh fuck. It's
like Plin Plin Plon.
It is Plin Plin Plon. Although actually, I would say even more specifically, it is the equivalent to me of Aerith's theme from Final Fantasy. Like every time I hear it, I'm like, fuck me.
I was gonna say it sounds like something out of Chrono Trigger.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I guess it does like a JRPG vibe.
A little bit, but I figured it would be playing like in a safe, like a
save.
Resident Evil has a room where you can save your game and kind of restart. Yeah, the save room. That's what I was thinking. Yeah, that's what it is. That's right.
Well, we're going to move on to the next one because we have a big list for y'all. Today. There's so many tabs. They're giving me anxiety. I was talking about it before the show. This next one is Metamorphosis 1 from Castlevania Symphony of the Night.
Ooh.
Suspense. Oh.
Suspense and threat.
Yeah.
That drop sounded like the remix.
Wait for it.
I dig the harmonic.
I almost feel like I should stay inside my Doom buggy. It's kind of like the Disney haunted house ride feel.
A little bit. Wait for it.
There's the drop again.
The classic, just slide that on down.
Just slide the slinth.
Slide the slinth.
That was the Metamorphosis.
That was pretty cool, actually.
Metamorphosis.
It's good, but like I said, I felt like I was grooving.
It was kind of like Ghosts and Goblins.
Yeah, a little foreshadowing, perhaps.
Yeah. Specifically for me, like the orchestral stabs reminded me a lot of Bloodborne. Yeah, Bloodborne. The little
blood shadowing.
As soon as things, and you got your little orchestrals like doop doop, just like saying hello. It's groovy.
Let's that was from Sal, I'm pretty sure, because he loves Castlevania.
That game it's on the PS4, right?
It's on everything.
Yeah,
it's a PS1.
I have
classic.
yet to play it, and it's one of the better Castlevania games.
It's a PS1 classic, so it's probably like $5 on the store.
I gotta play that game.
Get it? I think I only played like the original one of the ones from NES.
I've played every Castlevania game.
Yes,
really.
Released. Yeah,
that's why I was not surprised.
I love Castlevania. Even the shitty 64 one. That one was horrible.
Didn't Kojima work on one?
Not sure if he did or not. None of them really. Maybe the Shadows one, Lord of Shadows.
We'll have to look that up later.
Yeah.
Next up, we have a submission from Eddie Vargas. Fallout from Fallout 1, the original Fallout.
Fall in
Desert Wind, the Wasteland.
Going true boomer status on us.
Yeah. Well, he is a boomer.
The audience is deaf.
When Fallout was good.
Yeah.
Fallout Tactics was probably the best one.
For player versus player, maybe, but I still feel like 2 No, 3. 3 is my peak for Fallout.
Really?
Yeah. But I really liked the turn-based one. So 2, like if we were going for the originals, I would say 2.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I think that with 3, it's more of a lighthearted.
I had a really good story. But this is eerie.
Ominous tones.
There, yes.
It's got like that ambient sort of like fuck you spooky thing in the background, and then just those strings coming in like fuck you.
Exactly.
Very threatening.
It's good. And one of the things that was interesting was I didn't think it like when we were putting this together, I was thinking horror games where Fallout isn't a horror game, but there's horror scenes or horrific things that happen in games and that aren't necessarily horror. And I mean, for some people, I suppose
the Wasteland is scary, man. It's a scary place.
Post-apocalyptic retro future could be scary too. Also, I just think it's awesome. But this next track is going to we're going to go a little deeper. And it's gonna get this one slaps. This is one of my favorites. This one I put on here. I'll tell y'all after. I don't want to ruin it beforehand.
Go Jam and Earl.
Wait for it.
Go tell Aunt Rhody.
RE7.
Go tell Aunt Rhody.
Go fucking tell her.
I do it. Dude, this song, it's giving me chills. The game,
it's a creeper.
Everything, it creeps hard.
It's a creeper.
Everybody's dead.
The drop.
I was raised in a deep dark hole.
So what was better, Resident Evil 7 or Resident Evil 8?
7. Hands down.
They locked me
Depends on what you like.
Yeah, well,
they made it less hard. I mean, it was harder.
7's more like Haunted House.
They dumbed it down.
Hey, did you like every other game? It's full of references and shit.
7 is scary as fuck. 8 is not scary.
Agreed.
It's still a horror game and it's fun, but
yeah. 7 is hands down scarier.
Yeah, it's and that's why I picked it, and that's why I feel like it's an amazing, like, I don't know, the song is creepy as fuck. Anytime you take like an old folky type song or whatever, something that's really old, like it's a really old song, and make a creepy cover of it.
Well, here's how you make it creepy, and how everybody does it is you sing it slow.
Yeah, just sing it slow.
Sing it slow.
Sing it slow, maybe a little out of key every once in a while.
Also, you can
make Twinkle Twinkle Little Star sound.
They did change the
horrifying if you sing it slow.
They did change the lyrics a little bit. The original, they're talking about like a horse or a cow or something that's dead. Not everybody's dead. Like, so they did make it a little bit creepier, but that's just gives me chills every time. Fucking love it.
Yeah.
Go tell Aunt Rhody. Next up, and we all know whose this is.
Okay, time out.
Oh, all right.
Got to give context if it's what I think it is. Is it mine?
Oh, okay. It's the very first one.
Second one of mine.
Second one, yeah. Second one.
Yeah. Okay, so this shit slaps hard. Okay, so just picture it. You're like 11 years old, right? You don't know what heavy metal is. You don't know anything about suicide other than maybe what you've thought in the past, because some people have had that for their whole lives. This shit's just fucking gnarly, and I love it. I swear by it still to this day, even though it's maybe a little repetitive, but it's good. Do it.
That's heavy. And this, of course, is Silent Hill 2 in water ending.
Yeah, so there's about, I think, 4, 5 endings to Silent Hill 2. This is one in which specifically the protagonist commits suicide at the end.
And it has its own music?
Yeah, every single ending has its own theme.
This dude's suicide is metal as fuck.
It's dedication.
Yeah. All right.
I finished that game once. I don't remember what the ending was, but
was probably not that one. Then
second time. Yeah, I don't remember it now. But I'm like, nope, no, never.
That was
again.
Good. That was good.
I can't count how many times I played that game.
That's like, and that's the like sort of the example of like just good metal.
There it is.
There it is. The head of Pyramid.
Yes.
What
has
time
Pyramid
is it?
Head? Has he been in any other game? Any other Silent Hill game?
Yeah, Dead by Daylight.
Technically, yeah. Well, he's also in Silent Hill Homecoming, but it's arguably it's not the same Pyramid Head as Silent Hill 2. It's a long, deep lore combo. But yeah, there was
we'll have when we start the Silent Hill podcast. We'll have that over there. That's where we're gonna put that.
Don't tease me with a good time.
I know, right? This next one we have is from the Deadspace 2 soundtrack, and it's called "Welcome Aboard the U.S.G. Ishimura."
Zang.
Deadspace was scary. That was a scary game.
It was horror, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dead Space 2 specifically, though, was
really good.
Chef's kiss.
And here's where y'all yell at me for not playing Dead Space.
What, you haven't played? You motherfucker.
See? I told you. I tell you. Ooh, it's creeping.
I have a killer surround sound system, so when I played it, like, with surround sound, it's fucking nuts.
Okay, I'm feeling it. Got it. I felt. Oh.
That's like a movie level soundtrack.
Yeah. That is giving me chills.
And when you've played the
I
game,
think nowadays
Sam,
they call it ASMR.
Yeah. But also when you've played the game,
a tingle in your tinge,
and you know the context, it's even like harsher.
Oh, absolutely. I would imagine. So that reminds me. I'm not trying to get too far off topic, but and I think we had it in the last episode of just general video game music. Priscilla's song from Witcher. Which Heather is playing now, by the way. She just started playing Witcher 3. And that song, Priscilla's song, it gets me every time right in the fucking feels. And I've never played the game. But I do have a bit of an understanding of the context of it. But I'll probably be sitting next to her while she's playing it. And when that happens, I'll probably
start crying like a bitch.
Start crying like a bitch. Why? And she's going to be like, why did I fucking marry you? As per usual. All right.
I was going to say, as though she doesn't ask that every day.
No, yeah. Moving on. We have a submission from Sir Vargas. That, of course, was Sal, obviously. Half-Life 2. I'm just going to, Sal's just going to be an afterthought every time. Ravenholm Reprise. What
a nice surprise.
Reprise.
Y'all can yell at me for never playing Half-Life.
Oh, there you go. God. You've never played Half-Life. You get on it, man.
I haven't either, actually.
Oof. So Half-Life isn't a scary game. It's more of an action game.
This is creepy.
But there's a section in Half-Life 2 called it takes place in Ravenholm, and it's like a dark town. Like, it's just a totally different tone from the rest of the game. It takes place at night. You get all new freaking new head crabs, and it's just fucking scary as fuck.
I mean that name alone, Headcrab, sounds
and
pretty
Half-Life
scary.
doesn't really have music.
That's called lice.
I don't want any head crabs.
Yeah, they just have audio clues.
Now I'm all itchy.
You know what's crazy is it's like when we were listening to it, I thought like this is creepy, but it's like pretty minimal. But like that makes it make more sense where like there's not a lot of music in the game as a whole. So like when it comes in,
it hits you.
Even if it's minimal, it's like, hey, motherfucker, there's something here.
Yeah,
you don't expect something. That's
you're
really
in for some shit.
Boss fight.
All right, so this next one again is near and dear to my heart. It's probably one of my favorites horror games of all time. And this is The Seventh Guest, and the song is The Game. And this was the first time I feel like someone recorded a song like for a game that I can remember.
This is giving me very specific vibes, but I can't place it.
You will, maybe. Oh, and it's by The Fat Man and Team Fat.
Oh yeah, this is totally 90s.
Yeah, it is. I feel like this is what happens if you gave Gerard Way his own sitcom, but it was 90s focused.
This is like a early 90s kind of like teen drama / horror movie. Like this should be on Scream.
Point and click games were the shit in the 90s.
Deadspace though.
It breaks it down a little right here. I already gave that one too much. I gave that one like 20 seconds longer because there's lyrics. Yes. So that was super fucking 90s, right? Like even if you've never heard that before, you're like, okay, this game's from the 90s. Like just
might be a Radiohead.
Feel it. It was ridiculous. It's just one of those things that it's almost terrible, but that's all 90s, right? That's like all 90s music. It's like so bad it's good. So I wouldn't consider that to be bad, but
it hit a very specific vibe very well, for what that's worth.
Perhaps we would consider this to be bad. It's a bit repetitive and grating. Devin knows what this is. This is the DVD, the clown chase music. It's Dead by Daylight.
This is chase music? What the fuck? All I remember is the like carnival vibes.
It doesn't fit the clown.
That was trash.
Yeah,
like the clown? Then it does fit the clown.
That song would fit the was that one the dude with the 1,000 faces? What's his imposter? What's the killer? The one with the mask.
Legion.
Yeah, it would fit Legion more.
Yeah, I can see that.
Like he's stalking you.
The chase music too is proximity based, so maybe closer it's better.
Maybe closer. That's possible.
Possible.
Surprise, surprise! More Silent Hill from Mr. Steele here.
I only picked one
need
from
an intro.
A couple games. What?
Does this need an intro, or can I intro this? So you want to intro it?
The only thing I'd want to say about it is like Silent Hill 1 is just hitting metal with other metal and just like this extreme industrial bullshit. 2 is like super subdued and emotional, and 3 is where it's really just like the proper blend of genres.
So this
where
is the
like
plopper. This is the proper plopper. Silent Hill 3 OST. Clockwork Little Happiness. Getting ominous tones. I see Shuro. I know you guys can't see my screen. Very ominous. Extremely ominous.
Super ominous, but then it's gonna get a little something else at some point.
There's a drop. There's a drop. We gotta wait for the drop.
Yeah, I don't know how far it is.
Wait for it. Yeah. I think what's happening. It's happening. Hey. There's the banging on things.
And this actually drops a second time, where it does the same beat, but it's harder.
Oh God. Okay, I'll allow it. Normally I only do like a minute of a song, but I'm realizing that we need more on some.
Is this a Korn song?
Right?
This is a good one.
Bass got a bit more punch. Notice that, like,
I have no release.
the like Slipknot trash can hit.
How many times have I felt dizzy? Something's ready to take it from me. Sometimes I cannot feel my face. Sometimes it's my life I can taste.
Mute that bitch.
Okay. I went too far with that one.
That was good though.
It fit.
It's good.
I like that.
Fit.
It's good. It was spooky, and it was also
God,
like.
Now I want to play the
Very
old,
well orchestrated.
Go back and play all the old Silent Hill games, dude.
Yeah.
I got
Those
them
first
all
three
on
are
my
so
Vita.
good.
I got them all on my Vita. So I
Really?
can just fucking play with them.
Yeah, first three are untouchable.
Play on the shit
How are they on a Vita though?
because they run on a Vita and an emulator.
No, like how are they? How do they play? How well do they play?
They run 100%. If you find a
What?
Vita,
But I
pick
mean,
it
it's
up.
this big.
Oh, well, you mean the
They probably
screen
look
size?
better,
It's,
huh?
it's the screen size, right? But you can also hook it up to your
TV.
TV and play it that way as well.
I'm not sure who
Or you
this.
can just get one of those Game Boy magnifying things that you put on the screen.
I think I may have fucked up the order because this is another Silent Hill, Silent Hill 2 OST Betrayal. Is it also you, Devin?
That's me.
Oh, it's
That was
Sal.
Me.
Okay, then I guess I'm not out of order.
No, Sal and I have a couple
Sure.
overlaps.
Are out of order.
There it is. There's banging on pipes. Okay, now it all makes sense.
Ooh, and bottles.
Nope, ominous tones. Okay.
I'm gonna add to it.
That ominous tone in the background is giving me some Anya vibes, though. Oh, I can dig it.
There's a good one.
That is good.
Yeah, I dig it.
I like the glass bottle.
Yeah, the glass bottle. And the shaking of the recycling bin.
The thing with the first three Silent Hills is there's literally not a bad track on the soundtrack. So it's just trying to pick a favorite.
Yeah, no, that was actually really good for the way it was described earlier as just like banging on pipes. It was way better than I thought it would be.
Well,
Oh, yeah, I know.
They
I
had
just
metal
thought that it's
pots.
like it's aggressive,
They had metal
but-
pots.
Yeah, there were pots and recycling bins too.
Yeah, those. I think the first one though is really what got me is the first game with the
Oh
soundtrack.
lordy, Eddie's testing my pronunciation skills. So
It's called
Yeah, you
Dick
do.
All Around.
so this next one is Phantasmagoria, but I think it's Consumite Furore.
It's Latin.
Furore.
Consumite.
Consumite. Oh, it's Latin. Consumite Furore.
Yeah. That sounds more accurate.
That sounds more accurate. Okay. Main theme, otherwise known as main theme.
The main theme. Dude, this is when Sierra was fucking the shit.
Oh, this was yeah, it's from Sierra.
It was a Roberto Williams game.
It's your father, Roboito.
Those epic synth like horns.
Yeah, synth horns. Sorns. We call them Sorns.
Sorns.
Get that deep bassy vocal.
Let me touch a boob.
Dude, this game was fucking scary.
Ooh. And now we got skeletons dancing.
Ooh.
Wait, what?
The whole thing's in
when I
Latin.
fucked you. I don't know.
Oompa loompa.
So this game is actually known for having one very graphic scene where some chick gets raped.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was a big deal back in the day.
Radio edit.
Okay. I got dark real fast.
Phantasmagoria. Yeah, I never played that one, but it did have like an adult like warning on it.
It was very adult.
Yeah.
It's no Night Trap though.
Very graphic.
Night Trap.
Let's keep it real. It's no Night Trap.
We all agree to just like mute Sal for a good 20 minutes.
Bleep.
Just to get a modicum of peace.
Well, this one will shut him up. I keep trying to get the face paint out of my eyes, guys, but it's not working. This is from the original NES Metroid, and it's called Silence. Gives me chills.
It's crazy how 8-bit
and Metroid
sounds
again
can
isn't really a
creep you
horror
out.
game, but a lot of it's creepy.
Yeah.
These notes be creepy.
Yeah. But this is 8-bit, man. This is chip tunes from the original fucking game. Like how crazy is it that it has that much effect with just these little, it's hardly anything.
Yeah.
I think it's because our memories are skewed by like movies like Saturn 6 or like space horror movies where that's all they had, right? Was the little tone.
Yeah, and Metroid could definitely be
it pulls nostalgia from that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna pick it up a little bit, not too much. I'm still gonna stay a little creepy. But we're still going back to the 90s once again, because here I have from the original Doom OST, Sign of Evil, which was E1M8. Sign of Evil. Now this is MIDI, okay? We've upgraded from chiptunes to MIDI. It's a little doomy, a little sludgy.
Could you imagine this song remade with actual instruments?
Yeah,
and actual
it has
vocals?
been.
Has it?
It has been, but I wanted the original for this particular episode because this is the OST of the original game. How great does that sound with the technology they had?
What year is this from?
90.
Early 90s, right?
Early 90s. I'd have to look that up.
Yeah, no, that's phenomenal for the technology.
Yeah, so Doom was released
93. No. 95.
93.
Ooh.
Yeah. Original work 93.
That's outstanding for that time.
Yeah, I mean,
like, actually kind of baffling.
Insane. It is.
That's another game that had like a great soundtrack from start to finish.
Yes, the entire Doom soundtrack
I think
slapped
a really good
hard, right? Like there are songs like that was kind of one that was like in the middle. There are some that are really, really fast and like heavy and upbeat, and there are some that are really slow and creepy as fuck. But that was kind of in the middle, and that's why I picked that one. Also had a great name. I mean, Sign of Evil. But again, Doom is a game that maybe not a lot of people may have originally thought, oh, it's a horror game because it's an FPS, but it is. I mean, you have to go to hell to fight demons. It's a fucking horror game. And it's also an FPS.
Man, Doom.
But since we've
VR is good,
done all the Silent Hill. Oh wait, I don't think we have done all the Silent Hill yet.
I'm home, Dad. Listen, something crazy is going on.
You got to skip ahead.
To where?
Let me check my notes. To about 54 seconds or so.
Okay.
It plays like a cutscene ending first, and then there's a song.
There you go.
Oh shit! Yeah.
さあ良い子のみんな集まれー。
皆さん。
良い子のみんなそろそろ UFO エンディングとか飽きちゃってんじゃないのかい？よーし、みんな素直だ。素直が一番成長するぞ。
Silent Hill 3 Revenge UFO Ending.
それじゃあそんな成長期のみんなでサイレントヒルの歌を歌おうかな。よーし、いくよ。
Yes, this was in the original release game.
1, 2, go, Nana.
Oh, there now we got some like chip tuning stuff in the background
Yo, man.
for the UFO. I
I'm
guess.
digging it.
Yo.
That little like warble noise, the ping noise. It sounds like it's from fucking Gundam.
Oh, that hurts.
Yeah, it does.
That hurts. Oh, okay. I'll stop. I'm gonna stop that.
Yeah, so that's specifically if you get the UFO ending. It's a joke ending, so it's meant to be kind of bad.
Yeah,
but
that's great. No, that's
boy,
great.
does that hurt the ears, though.
Yeah, that when it got to that last point, it started to hurt. Like the other ones were like, but then it was like, ah.
Yeah, it's supposed to be actively painful.
Oh, so
I dug that.
Yeah, no, it's great. Like it's bad. It's bad. It's terrible, but it's great.
So bad that it's awesome.
Yep.
Next up from Rule of Rose, we have track 10.
Oh yeah.
Ooh. Salsa fingers on chalkboard. I'm dodging it. I'm rolling. It starts.
You have to.
The killer's just swinging at you, missing. Ah.
Whiff. Whiff.
I never played this. Rule of Rose.
This is from like what, the early 2000s?
PS2.
PS2, okay. And it's actual recorded instruments too.
It was hard to find for a long time because it got banned in a lot of countries.
What?
Including, I think, here in the States.
Oh, okay.
I've never heard of it until just now, to be honest.
Oh yeah, it's a big deal in the like hot hipster horror community. A lot of people really are up on it.
It's in the foreign films category.
Basically, yeah.
What country is it from? Is it Japanese or is it something else?
I think it's I think it's Japanese, but I'm not positive. But it was banned, I think, here in the States and also in Australia, specifically because it's about kids. It takes place at an orphanage.
Okay.
And there's like there's nothing explicit, nothing is shown, nothing is said, but there's kind of this undercurrent of like sexuality, and there's kids involved. So MPAA was like, get the fuck out, you're not allowed.
Devin's just spicing it up here a little bit too much on
but the music is fire.
We're gonna get banned in Australia.
We've just been banned in Australia. Well, no, I'm pretty sure we're already banned in Australia. They're really strict about video game shit.
But it's a good game though.
It looks good.
It is good. It's not like stellar. It's not worth the cost of buying a disc.
But it is a horror game.
Yeah. And with emulation now, it's worth playing. Guys. If you can.
Just ROM it.
ROM it.
This next one we have, everybody will know what this is, so I'm just going to play it.
The song is iconic. You got that tuba playing.
Fucking tuba.
That song's been remade for the new release.
Did it come out already?
Yeah, I got it on my desktop right now.
How is it?
It's good. It's Ghosts and Goblins, but everything looks hand drawn.
So that's specifically Super Ghouls and Ghosts. The music.
Wait, there's the best part.
Extended.
These games are super frustrating.
Oh yeah, they're side-scrolling Dark Souls.
The new ones, the remastered one, there's save points. That's kind of what sucks. So you get to like a midpoint, and you can't. You could do it in like it's still hard to get to that point. But once you get to the save spot,
if you play the NES ones on Switch,
you have to do
literally
it.
Just save your game state.
Yeah, you have to save your game state, but on the original, you had to go one life, dude, the whole fucking way, or else.
Do you still get knocked back when you get hit?
Yeah.
I fucking hate it.
That's just.
I hate that shit.
There's difficulty levels too on the game. It just throws more monsters at you and shit, which is a lot harder.
But that's like as was said, it's one of the most iconic game musics in general. Not even thinking about the horror genre, because I feel like that's more like, I would say that's an arcade game. That's arcade genre. I didn't even think about that as horror, but it literally is. It's like Dark Souls horror. Like it's virtually the same thing.
If you want to punish yourself, that's
yes.
Yeah, if you want to punish yourself, just get the Resurrection, dude. It's good.
That and Ninja Gaiden are fucking
Oh fuck, 2-1. Stereo 2-1 with the fucking Eagles. I can't do it.
But you also get knocked back every time you get hit.
Yeah.
Good times. This next one is another one of my favorites, of course. And that is from Hexen 64. Winnowing Halls.
That one needs a remake, dude.
But yeah, it does. Again, we're doing midis. Fucking love midis.
Classic. The tension build, and then there's no actual release. It's good.
Hexen was also a PC game, right? It was on PC first? Okay.
Then they redid it on 64 in 3D.
Yeah, that one was good too. That one was fun.
It was a good one.
I think it was on the wasn't it a demo on the Doom 2?
Yeah. There was you can find that demo everywhere, dude. That one and
I remember.
But
it was on
basically
the Doom 2 disc.
Hexen was like cultist, like fantasy style Doom. Ooh.
The tubular bells in there.
You get the idea, though. Again, it's kind of
bells
crazy.
are never bad.
No, but it's kind of crazy how all digital music like that sounds that good. It's just nuts.
That one, I've been hoping that one would get made in 3D. You know, like with Wolfenstein
yeah. I would totally play Hexen if they brought it back. But now we're gonna shift it back up to more current times here, with some Ludwig von Bloodborne, and that's Ludwig the Accursed and Holy Blade from the Old Hunters, Bloodborne soundtrack OST. Which I don't think I've had the pleasure of this particular, because I didn't play the whole Old Hunters DLC.
Oh, you son of a bitch! It's the best part of Bloodborne.
Heather played more of Old Hunters than I did.
It's the best part of Bloodborne. DLC is better than the base game. And the base game's phenomenal.
But it's going to come out on PC though, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. We'll see.
If it does, I'll play it. All about like choir and like monk chanting shit, like so one thing about Bloodborne, well, a few things about Bloodborne, it's amazing, it's Lovecraftian as fuck. And it's definitely a horror game of the Soulsborne series. The last time I was I did like a haunted garage for Halloween. Like, you know, Heather would give out candy in front of the garage, and I would dress up and scare people and shit. I have a real scythe that I scrape on the ground and stuff. I played the Bloodborne soundtrack in the garage.
It's a good choice.
And I was out of sight, you know, when they got there initially, and I was making, you know, like the creepy noises, like, like just like the creepy like noises, and then I would come out with the fucking scythe and just scrape it across the cement in the garage, and it would spark. It scared the shit out of people, and it was fucking amazing. But I had the Bloodborne say, because it's perfect. It's perfect for that. So I just, good choice. I love Bloodborne. I need to get back to it. Next up, Splatterhouse 3 intro in HD.
Going back to that Hexen topic, it was Horotec.
That was that was the name too. I played that too, but I liked Hexen's music better. This might be better if we were watching it. There you go. There it is. This game was great.
I fucking love this game. It's my favorite one out of all the Splatterhouses.
It was on the Master System first, right?
Yeah, it's got it's very cinematic intro for that time and age. I would recommend the listeners to look up Splatterhouse 3 intro HD on the YouTube. So there'll be a link to it in the notes too. But that's definitely better watched, but like because like all that stuff was really well timed, like the crazy screams and stuff that you can't see on your screen right now or in your ears.
Interesting.
What's interesting, Eddie?
I was looking up to see if Splatterhouse was one of the games on the Switch online.
Nope.
Because they're releasing a bunch of Sega games.
Mm-hmm.
No,
it's still a little too violent. I think it's owned by somebody else, anyways.
Yeah, I mean,
access to it.
It's very splattery. I mean, it's in the title.
Next. Yeah, I think the first game was offered like on certain consoles, but not others and shit. I think the original Splatterhouse was on Turbo Graphics, and it didn't come out on any of the other consoles.
Oh,
yeah, that sounds about right. Next up, Earthbound Music 6. Threed with zombies. Got like a red alert sound going.
Earthbound is all about music.
8-bit tuba.
I'm gonna assume that you fuckers have never played Earthbound either.
Yeah, I'm gonna assume correct. That music sounds familiar though. I'm getting very like sci-fi UFO alien abduction vibes.
Hardcore. No warbly bass.
It's good though. I like it.
Compared to the rest of the soundtrack, this is like really creepy. Like the rest is more upbeat.
I forgot to mention earlier that clown chase music was I believe that was a Subly submission from Subliminality. And speaking of which, here are some more Dead by Daylight spirit chase music.
Yeah, so these are all proximity based. Like depending on how close the killer is to you, the song changes. So you might want to step through it a little bit.
Yeah. See, I didn't know that.
Yeah, like it picks up the closer the killer is to you, and then when you're actually in chase is when it's most intense.
It's pretty cool.
I feel like we should revisit the clown one now because I fucked it up.
You done fucked it up, boy.
It was bad, so But the spirits chase music is cool, so
it's good.
Worth committing to.
Didn't they nerf her?
Mildly.
Oh. Yeah, it's intense. A lot of the chase music in Dead by Daylight really I forgot that it's really about that intense build, and they do a really good job with that in most cases, except when they're doing a pretty good job.
Pretty good job so far.
They induce anxiety.
But I am surprised nobody chose the Nemesis chase music because that shit is next level.
Well, I mean, we'll probably do this again.
Spirit's good too
at some point.
Spirit's good too.
Spirit's good too. I'll admittedly say that I was looking at some older games mostly for my submissions because I knew there would be some, but I didn't think there'd be enough for my like. But back to Bloodborne. Lady Maria, Old Hunters.
My girl. Got a painting of her in my kitchen.
Oh, okay, so the bosses are all hunters then.
No, not all of them.
But Ludwig's a hunter.
Yes.
Yes. Ooh, I can dig it.
And Maria may or may not have been. You'd have to play the game to know. So this one, it's a boss fight over 3 phases. And it just gets progressively more and more like just epic as it goes.
Do you want me to skip ahead?
Yeah, rather than cut it short, yeah.
It's going to be jarring, but I'm skipping again. Ooh, it's more menacing now. Is this the final form?
I think so. But it's building this like big epic thing. But then the bass strings are going back to this like 3/4 time scheme, like do. Underneath it's just delicious.
Now I feel like I can't stop.
Then don't. There's the bass strings. Oh,
That's good stuff.
That was good.
Bloodborne,
very good.
Bloodborne has some good music in it. That is.
I'm gonna add that to my list.
You think these guys would be getting nominated for like fucking Grammys and shit, right? Like how they do soundtracks for movies and crap, but
they should, honestly.
You know,
yeah, right.
No mind.
Speaking of amazing music, and then this is another callback, and again, and that's something I would not have thought of, but I could consider it horror, and it's Legend of Zelda, the Legend of Zelda, the original NES version. This is the music from Ganon's Dungeon. There's anxiety there too.
It's really weird too, because like I feel like it's inverted.
I could see that, yeah.
Usually like the melody line that's going on, like the do would be on the lower, and that constant do would be higher. They switched it. It's clever.
It's fucking Zelda, man.
This song is also in Breath of the Wild. It's hidden, but it's there. Yeah.
That's a trivia tidbit.
In the same form, or did they do like
it's
a new version?
It's a new version, but
okay.
You could recognize it. Like if you're familiar with the song, you'll recognize it.
Yeah, if you've played the Zelda games, like the music is really hard to forget.
They get a load of my toys.
Kid Icarus.
The death god.
This is a death. This is a death, right? When you die.
Yeah, you need to sneak past the death god, otherwise he'll start like jumping around and send like minions against towards you, and you're fucked when you hear that music.
It's very juxtaposed
I was gonna say jarring.
Jarring. Deposed.
I miss Kid Icarus.
The remake was kind of bad.
Which one?
One for the
3DS?
Was it the 3DS?
The Wii DS?
Because there was one that was more like a like a third. No,
a fourth person
one. It was a.
If there was anyone that could own a Wii DS, it would be Sal.
Wii DS.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I might. Yeah.
Never about Wii DS, no.
Now you for sure out of order.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mixed them up. The last bit here is to confuse you. This is a Resident Evil 2.
Yes, the basement of the police station.
Yes.
Which I just love because it's very reminiscent of Silent Hill. Its flow, the sound is very Silent Hill, but it's Resident Evil.
And it's just one barrel they're playing it once in a while.
And it was fucking terrifying. I played RE2 and I was like, yeah, this game's fine, whatever, it's cool, it's not that scary. And then I got to the basement of the RPD and I was like, shit. Gotta get out of this. Get me out of here.
I think 2 is my favorite Resident Evil game. The original, like
100% my favorite.
3. Resident Evil 3. Ours.
3 I think is my second favorite.
Yeah, but 2 definitely awesome. Is one of, just because of they introduced the two players with 2 separate discs.
Yeah.
Like,
4 total playthroughs to get to the true ending. Yeah. That's why I like it.
See, you guys are into that stuff. I do not like that.
That's
I like the music.
You
I like
yourself
that
at night, sir.
Don't get me wrong. That was great. I'm saying I don't like games where you have to play through them multiple times to get all the things. I don't.
Well, but here's the thing.
Strike me as the kind of person who goes to the back of the book and just reads the ending.
Here's the thing, though, too, Sam. Every single playthrough is very different.
It's different.
You don't have to play the same game 4 times.
Yeah, I get it, but
like one character might go in through the front, and the other character goes in through the back of the fucking building or some shit. You know, it's it's a whole different game.
There's basically 2 scenarios, like A and B. And in A, Leon is doing certain things, and Claire is doing other things. And then in B, their situations are reversed. So it's like, how is one handling this versus that? So all 4 are very distinct, very different. And they also interplay with each other. Like if you do certain things in one campaign, it affects another campaign later.
There was kind of like a callback to or a slight sampling of that in 8, because both 7 and 8 actually, because you can play as different characters. Part of it, it's part of the story in 8, but in 7, it's like the DLC afterwards. You can play as different characters.
Yeah, so the original RE2 was basically like the 7 and 8 sections, but on steroids of like But it's a whole game. That's what I'm saying. Rather than
I remember them. I remember them. I didn't play more than one playthrough. I may have watched some of like Mo play the other playthrough, but
Mo,
yeah, who's that?
Mo Money.
All right, back to Out of Order. Eddie knows what this is.
So does Sal.
Sal knows what this is.
Talking about fucking theming.
Soundtrack 8. Titan Station Elementary. This has a huge retro vibe.
Yeah. The first part of it is very Fallout, actually.
But I hear it creeping. I heard it.
Oh, it's creeping.
It's creeping right now. I can feel it. I don't hear it. I feel it. Like that's more of what that I'm not hearing that in sound. I'm feeling it.
Right in the balls.
Then it turns.
It turns.
Slowly it turns.
So, for context, just for people that haven't played the game, a lot of horror games deal with like mass scale tragedies. Mm-hmm. Like Resident Evil 1, for example. The end of RE1, Raccoon City itself is nuked.
Yeah.
That's a large-scale tragedy, but you don't really have to think about that. Deadspace 2 is like, no, if a whole station is lost, that means kids die horribly and become monsters. Look at it. Look at it harder. And that's like this sequence is going through the elementary school of like where shit's been fucked up and is super just awful and disturbing.
Okay, that sounds beautiful. Now I have to play Dead Space.
So there's like this like toy box mentality to it. Like, yeah. I don't like it, but I love it.
Grating, man. But in the context when you're playing the game, so this is the witch music from Left 4 Dead 2. And if you know what a witch is, and if you played the game,
don't fuck with her.
Don't fuck with her.
Just don't fuck with her.
Let her sing her painfully creepy screeches.
Let her have her aria. Just let it happen.
Let her be.
It's so horrible, but in such a good way.
Run.
Fucking run.
That's where everybody ditches that one person that triggered the witch. It's like, you're on your own, fool.
When you hear that shit in game, you're just like, peace out, every man for himself. I'm fucking out of here.
Yeah, that's another good example of something so bad it's good. It's great. It's amazing. Actually,
I don't think Back 4 Blood will ever reach that Left 4 Dead level.
Yeah, probably not. But that's, the law of threequels.
Your anxiety was well deserved, sir.
They named it bias.
Oh yeah. Who doesn't love Zergs?
That's menacing as fuck.
Zerg had the best fucking music of all the races in StarCraft. This is StarCraft Brood War. Zerg 01. And this is why you played Zerg, so you could fucking jam out.
With your clam out.
Yes. What Sal said.
I kind of want to rock out, but at the same time, I want to check my wallet. And I also check my 6, make sure there's nothing behind me.
It's like that dude's gonna come out and say, today on Unsolved Mysteries.
God damn it, Sal.
That's good though. I love StarCraft, but the music in Blizzard games has always been amazing. Like, that's something that they never I don't think they've ever fucked that up.
No.
No, their soundtracks
company
are
is
still
fucked
pretty
up
good.
now, but their music was really fucking amazing, and all their cinematics and stuff. But yeah, Zerg, man, they're fucking metal.
Fucking Eddie earlier brought up save music. Safe room.
Free from Fear.
It's the RE3 safe music, which is my favorite because it's safe, but also there's that undercurrent of
like
bass, like, but you're gonna go get fucked up after this.
Exactly. Yeah. It's like
it's safe now.
It's reminding you that there's still a zombie on the other side of that door.
It feels like a brief respite, right?
Yeah.
Because most of the time you're fucking just safe, running into that room.
It's still dangerous.
You're running hard.
Yeah.
Specifically to get away from fucking Nemesis and his goddamn rocket launchers.
Good stuff. Oh yeah. I like save music and like shop music from games. Those are also like usually really calming.
The Wii Shop music?
No, like a
what are you buying
when you're at a shop?
What are you selling?
Yeah, exactly. I don't even know. I have to look that up. But
that's Resident Evil 4, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What are you buying?
But it's also Resident Evil 8.
It is. What are you buying?
Oh, it's a
something an old friend of mine used to say. Different character, but he knows the merchant from 4.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Spoilers.
One last little tidbit here from a game that is now near and dear to Sal and Eddie and myself's heart.
I think you missed one. This motherfucker. RE can slap too.
That slaps hard. RE2 can slap too.
RE2 true ending theme.
Yeah, I dig it.
Fun fact, that tune actually plays in the RE2 remake on a no. I think on the RE3 remake, actually, on a radio at one point early in the game.
I like that kind of stuff where they
just fun callback.
Have callbacks, and sometimes it's not. Sometimes things aren't even callbacks. Like I think from 7 to 8, the little boxes that in 7 you opened up for like items. There were just some laying around in 8 in like the dollhouse. I think.
Yeah.
You tried to open them because you're
just conditioned.
You were conditioned. It was either a reused asset or a torturous trick.
Or, hey, maybe, just saying, could be both. They wanted to reuse assets, but make it cool.
Yeah.
Or maybe they were trying to link both of them together, saying they interact with each other. They're in the same world. But
well, there is also the fact that the RE7 collectible is bobbleheads, and then in RE8 there's a bobblehead at the beginning, just in Ethan's house.
And then they're trying to make sure that you understand
that to do the fingers thing.
The thing and the stuff crosses paths
all of a sudden, and now I don't know where we
spoilers.
are.
Now that we're going off everything,
gestures.
Resident Evil. By the time you get to Resident Evil 8, and Mia gets fucking shot in the face, I was just like, she ain't dead, guys. Like, y'all have killed her many times. Like, who gives a shit that you just shot my wife in the face? She's been killed many times.
That's funny that he
when we got to that point, right? I was just why
did he overreact? And he should have just said, "Oh, again."
Yeah, right. Like, God, not again.
Put it back in a little bit.
Right. Let's end on this note right here.
Let's. It's a bad one, right?
Yes. And also
make sure we're clear,
because it also requires context. This is the one of the songs that plays on the gramophone in Hunt Showdown. And so if you're in game, you can turn like a gramophone on or one of those pianos that play themselves with the music box inside it. And it's to like off-put and to falsely alert other hunters, because they can hear it now coming from that shack.
Mega triggered. I think he disconnected his computer. We're done lost him, boys.
I think he died. Damn it.